I don't know what this time. Yeah, I never ended my event earlier. Oops. We back. Anyways, hi y'all. How are you doing? How's it going? How's your evening? Is that a tornado in the background? Oh, it's just a giant tree. Ah, whoops. Nice one. Ah, nice one. Close one. Close one. Ah, nice one. Ah, fuck. We'll give it to him. That was nice. We're losing because of me. It's okay. Warm up game. Ah, why do I miss all my shots? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, why are you getting owned so bad all of a sudden? Ah! Fucking right over my fucking car. I feel like we should have won that. I have no idea how they got 6 goals. That dude got fucking 5 goals himself. I got 86 score. 0 shots, 0 saves, 0 assists, 0 goals. What the fuck? I didn't get any points for centered balls or passes or assists or nothing. Weak. One more game. We'll lose one more time. I'm fucking out of it, dude. These steroids got me fucked up in the head, bro. It's no wonder they want you to take them on a full stomach. Because I'd probably be getting sick as fuck off of this. As much as it fucks me up mentally. I'm fucked up, bro. These steroids got me fucked up. Nice. Genghis Khan. It's pretty funny. Dude, nobody cares about your what a save, dude. I'm just gonna say thanks. Because reasons.
Colorful Flowers by Tokyo Music Walker. Over You by Art.
They were too worried about the boost and weren't over their garden.
A Magical Journey Through Space by Lenel Casio. So Kid by E. Young. Rain by Mona Wonderland. The Pop Instrumental by Ryujin.
Still got no saves, no shots, no assists, no nothing.
First Light by Art. by myceliaX. myceliaX by Smith the Mister. Overthinking instrumental by myceliaX. Underground stars by Lotsky. Fallen Kingdom by Silent Crafter.
Thought that dude was gonna hit it. Hey, finally got a shot on goal. Ah! I'm even gonna respect how close that was, bro. I couldn't get any closer. Like, I literally jumped and was going as fast as I could. I used up all my boosts, bro. I couldn't get any closer. I don't know what this fucking shit is that's going on with the music right now. Kind of annoying. What are we doing? Listening to the radio right now?
Soaring by Ghost Drifter Official. Floating by Smith the Mister. Found You by Ott.
Wow, that was really fucking close. That should have went in. Ooh, I scored some goals. I scored a point. A goal and some points, I think. I might not have scored a goal. I think I just got some assists. But either way, I'm done playing that game. We're done. Let's fix this fucking audio bullshit that's going on right now. It's ridiculous. Top 50 free songs of 2020. Like, dude, nobody cares. Oh my god. Where are we at here? We got 3 playbacks on YouTube. 3 seconds of view time. Fucking 3 seconds, bro. Yeah, we rocking. streaming for an hour. Oh no, we've only been streaming for 20 minutes. That's weird though. I'm wondering if my stream restarted. Oh, during this time. I really don't care about viewership, by the way. Guys, I talk about it a lot just because I have zero, and it sucks when I'm streaming and I don't have anybody to talk to. I often ask myself, why do I even stream if nobody wants to talk to me? You know, those are the type of questions I ask myself. So if you ever sit in a fucking chat room and ain't nobody joining and ain't nobody talking to you, ask yourself, what kind of fucking thoughts are you gonna have? You know? If you were in my shoes, what are you gonna think about it? You know? Of course I'm gonna think, where is everybody? Why am I streaming to nobody? Should I even be doing this? You know, there's a lot of questions that go through my head when I'm up here streaming to nobody, you know? So like I talk about viewership a lot, but it's just because I'm fucking lonely. Ain't nobody to talk to. That's it. That's all that is. Hey, which one of these is actually streaming? I had two of the same window up on accident. Oops. I never fixed it. I feel sick. Steroids got my fucking head fucked. Let's see, we took those at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, so we gotta take more at 6 a.m. How you doing, Ian Frequency? Busy day? Hell yeah. That's what's up. I almost passed out today. Cheers, homie. I gotta wash my hand real quick. But yeah, that shit was nuts. AFK ones. Alright, we got clean hands. But yeah, that shit was pretty nuts earlier today, man. Fucking went and got this shot in my ass at the clinic for poison ivy. Like I said in the chat, I spent fucking 120 bucks on the visit and the medicine to try to help me along so I don't feel so shitty during this time, you know. And the shot in my ass, they like got it done. I was feeling fine. It started hurting as I was walking out. I got like a Charlie horse in my ass cheek. And the pain started going down my leg. And I was like walking out towards my car, like doing squats and bending my leg, trying to like make the Charlie horse go away from the shot. And it just like overwhelmed me. I started sweating, started getting like tunnel vision. My mouth started watering, like I was about to throw up. Burped a couple times. I laid down in the sun on the grass. Was laying there for a few minutes, and I was like, man, I better go back into the clinic. They're probably gonna want to know that I'm having a reaction right now. So I went back in. They gave me some cold compresses. They had me lay down for a few. Gave me a cup of water. I chilled out on their little spot for like 20 minutes while the color came back to my face. By the time I left, my leg was still hurting really bad from the shot, but I had I had managed to regain control of my psyche. And yeah, that shit was nuts. You start having thoughts like, am I gonna die? Is this it? Is that fucking gonna make it to my heart? And I'm just gonna have a heart attack and die? body's sensitive to everything. Well, in that case, 10% of people faint from them shots. Clinical, fucking statistically, whatever. 10% of people will faint from those shots, mainly from the pain. Some people don't even really get pain from them, but some people get a lot of pain and intense pain. Some people get bruises from the shots too. And of the 10% of people that faint, men are twice as likely than women to faint from it. So, you know, it's it makes sense. I'm a lightweight. I get sick when I take almost all medications. Like it makes me sick to my stomach. I end up fucking feeling nasty, feeling like I could throw up the whole time I'm on any type of med. Like I can't take Benadryl without feeling sick. I can't take Vicodin without feeling sick. You know, I have to take low dose Tylenol and low dose Advil or else I feel sick. Well, the shot didn't fucking hurt. It wasn't the shot, bro. Trust me. It wasn't the little needle that they had. It was the cortisone coursing through my veins. Apparently, it's a crystal that they're injecting you with. So that crystal likely damages some tissue on its way in. You know. So like it was the actual chemical that caused the reaction. They call it uh, a cortisone flare is what they call it. Crystal flesh? Yeah, crystal flare. No, cortisone flare is what they call that reaction that I had to the medicine. It's a symptom where your body starts to contract all of your blood vessels. That's why my face turned white, because the blood wasn't making it to my head, because my body was suffering from a reaction where it was tensing up and it was squeezing, putting pressure on my capillaries, which is where the blood flows. So all my capillaries and blood vessels were tightening. My blood pressure was going up quickly. It was like an actual medical reaction that I was having to the medicine. It wasn't anything I could control. But yeah, definitely a sensitivity for sure. My body works very well at what it's supposed to do, and it always has. I'm not I'm not like frail. Like most of the things that happen to me are expected. You know, I'm not an anomaly per se. I'm like, you know, like when I take meds, I have to look at the side effects, for example, because they're gonna affect me. And all meds do. Everybody, you know, that's what makes medicines effective, is that they have an effect on people. But the when a doctor prescribes you a medicine, it's because the pros outweigh the cons of the medicine that he's prescribing. So there's always a con to a medicine. It's not Medicines aren't just pro. Like there's side effects to everything. I was learning today that they use poison ivy as an anesthetic, and they use poison ivy to the leaves. They extract chemicals from the leaves to create things like pain relievers. And pain relief for things like rheumatoid arthritis. And so they actually use the poison ivy plant in medicine because it has a reaction. The fact that it has a reaction means that you can use it in very specific ways to change the way your body reacts to certain stimulus. So that's how medicine works. All medicine is just like at one point you realize it's a poison, but the fact that it's poisonous means that it has an effect on your body. Now you can use that effect to your advantage. You know, that's what chemotherapy is for cancer. It's a low dose poison that kills fast growing cells in your body. That's why you lose your hair and your nails get weak, because those are some of your faster growing cells, and those are affected first. But you know, chemotherapy is actually just a low dose poison. There's nothing therapeutic about it other than the fact that you can use it to destroy cells that are fast growing, like cancer. So chemotherapy is literally poison. It's literally has the only pro is a pro that you give it, which is it's killing the cancer too. You know, that's the only pro, but it's still killing. You know, it's still a chemical reaction that destroys life. So it's interesting. Find out poison ivy's reaction needed to travel at the speed of light. Yeah, yeah. They use cocaine in hospitals, or at least derivatives of cocaine, but in some cases they use actual cocaine too. It's a great anesthetic. It's a numbing agent. I'm willing to bet that things like lidocaine are derivatives of cocaine. It's not cocaine per se, but it's a molecule very similar in the same class and probably even derived from the same source as cocaine. The more you know. I feel mildly sick today. Pretty much all day, ever since I almost passed out. I've been feeling like shit. I never fully came back from that. I need to take. I need to. I need to get a whiteboard. I need to take 2 tablets by mouth 3 times daily for 3 days, and this is day 1. Apparently, I've I've taken the high dose. I'm in the high dose range right now, and as it builds up in my system, I'm gonna become addicted to it. And as it starts to leave my system, I'm gonna become irritated, and I might get headaches, increased blood pressure, irritability, basically withdrawal symptoms. And that's why they have me lowering my dose every 3 days until finally I'm taking like 1 pill a day for 3 days or something like that. So I need to keep track of how many doses I've taken and the times that I take them, so that way I can stick to the prescribed daily dose, and I can keep it the levels of steroids in my system high so that way I can heal as fast as possible. Apparently the steroids that I took are immunosuppressants, which is why I was afraid of taking Benadryl in the first place, was because I didn't want to suppress my immune system during this time. However, Benadryl wouldn't have worked because Benadryl is an antihistamine, and when you suffer from poison ivy rash, it's not a histamine reaction, it's a different kind of reaction. There's no histamine. The immune system has a different reaction to poison ivy than a normal allergic reaction. So it's a different type of steroid. It's a different type of immunosuppressant than Benadryl. So I'm glad I didn't start taking Benadryl, honestly, because that shit fucks me up too. That shit makes me really fucking angry. I don't know why, but I get really fucking irritable on Benadryl. Which, you know, some people take Benadryl and they don't even notice anything, but I take it and I notice it. It can be overwhelming for me at times, you know. You could say I'm sensitive to it, but I would argue that my body's doing what it's supposed to. You know, when when people develop medicine in a lab for it to have a specific reaction, and you have a person who has that reaction that's intended, that means that my body's functioning properly in the way that the labs expected it to in the first place. The fact that these meds work really well on me and I don't have like this weird high tolerance to these meds means that my body is functioning in the way that the scientists and researchers expect it to. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that I'm quote unquote sensitive to all these things. In my opinion, it means that my bodily functions properly. You know, when I tell people like I take a stimulant and now I have to pee a bunch, you know, and sometimes if I do a crazy stimulant like cocaine, it'll be really hard for me to take a leak at all. Well, it's because my muscles contract, literally contract, and my bladder has to force fluids to move around through the contracted muscles. You know, people who don't experience that type of reaction to a stimulant, you know, maybe their body mass is higher and they're fucking, you know, they have more body weight, and so they would need to take a higher dose. But people who don't even have a side effect at all, I would question if their cardiovascular system is working properly. They probably have really low blood pressure to begin with if they're not experiencing muscle contractions when they're on a heavy stimulant like cocaine. There's probably something wrong with them, not necessarily something wrong with me because I'm reacting to a stimulant or I'm reacting to a chemical, a foreign chemical, even like in the case of poison ivy. That is an actual foreign chemical that the body's immune system detects as harmful, dangerous. My body's doing what it's supposed to in terms of creating all of these fucking areas, rashes, affected in the affected areas. It's pushing out the toxins in an effort to protect the more important organs on the inside of my body. The inside of my skin or dermis. So like, you know, you know, like, it can be detrimental for sure, but I don't know what I don't know what I'm thinking right now. I don't know how to finish this thought process. I know what I was thinking. I was gonna say it can be detrimental to be sensitive to all of these things, but it also teaches me, it's helping me understand boundaries and stuff that other people might not even have. Like, for example, people who take a lot of drugs. I can't do that. I'm afraid of drugs because of the way they make me feel sick. They make me feel like death. My stomach rejects them and I want to throw up the whole time I'm on them. So, like, in a lot of ways, my sensitivities have guided me into a better life because I'm not heavily addicted to chemicals. Because I'm sensitive to chemicals. I've learned to respect chemicals at a really young age, and I've never really overdosed. Uh, the most I've ever really overdosed is drinking too much liquor and throwing up. But I've never had like alcohol poisoning per se, because my body will reject it before it gets to that point. I've never had to have my stomach pumped, for example. I've never taken too many pills, for example. Like, that's not a problem I'll ever have. Even if I had an addictive personality, my sensitivities to those types of chemicals and stuff, you know, they they have protected me from abusing chemicals. And so rather than, you know, taking pills until my kidney shuts down like a lot of people I know, I save, I would sit on a single Vicodin for 6 months and wait for a seriously bad toothache, and then I'd take half the Vicodin. I wouldn't be sitting there eating fucking 5 Vicodins per day, as I'm shutting my kidney down and fucking becoming heavily addicted to these pharmaceuticals. Like, that's never happened to me, nor will it ever, because I don't have the body for that. Right. I can't abuse chemicals. I mean, I abuse nicotine and caffeine for sure, and sugar. Sugar is an addiction of mine. Like, I have a piece of candy that's just sitting here. It's literally baked sugar. This is just baked sugar into a fucking. If they caramelized it, you know, and so I can suck on this and increase my fucking blood sugar levels. And I've had this sitting on my desk for like 2 weeks, and just having this on my desk does something to my brain where I'm like, I have, I have candy, I have sugar, I can, I can consume this when I'm ready for it, and that gives me serotonin just having a piece of candy on my desk, ready to be eaten. I'm like addicted to sugar, for sure. But sugar's one of the ones that I don't notice a side effect, at least right away. I'm gonna wind up with diabetes. And I probably am gonna wind up with diabetes because I'm sensitive to chemicals and I eat a lot of sugar. So whatever side effect eating a lot of sugar has on a human body, which we know is diabetes, that's likely what I'm going to get if I continue my antics. Sailing down a soda river. Yeah, I drink a lot of juice and that's got a lot of sugar in it. I do drink soda too and energy drinks, but I drink a lot of juice too. Like a lot of people fall back on water, I fall back on juice. I fall back on Arizona's brisks and fucking and V8 splashes and fucking. I drink all that shit. But yeah, I'm not the guy that's gonna be like, oh, I can eat sugar all day for the rest of my life and nothing will happen to me. That's not true. Something's gonna happen to me. Like the thing that happens to humans is likely gonna happen to me because I'm fucking a weakling, sensitive to these things. But you know, I've got poison ivy every year, or at least every other year since I've been an adult. So I've had this is probably like the dozenth time I've had poison ivy or more. And this is like the third time I've had it on my balls or in my genital area. So like it's not gonna kill me, but I might develop an allergy to it. It might fuck my immune system up in the long term. I'm more likely to develop an allergy to poison ivy as I age than become immune to it. And actually, people that are immune to it are more likely to become allergic the more exposed they are to it. And I don't know why that is. Most toxins, the more you're exposed to it, the more immune you become. But poison ivy seems to be the opposite. The more you're exposed to it, the more sensitive you are to it. Probably because your body recognizes the poison and the toxin and learns to respond to it. And people who are immune to it in their early life, that's because their immune system hasn't learned it. And once the immune system is exposed, it can learn it and then we'll start having adverse reactions. So yeah, I'm guessing that's how that works. But yeah, that shit was crazy. I almost fucking passed out. I still feel like I could throw up. I feel like a lump in my throat. Probably from the steroids I'm taking. I got me one of them prescriptions. Uh, uh, Wish I had more dabs. Problem is these steroids got me fucked up, and I don't even think I can get high right now. I've been smoking all night, and I don't even feel like I've smoked anything. I literally feel like I can't get high right now on these fucking steroids. I do have one dab left, a single dab. I'm gonna try to save it for morning. So right when I wake up, I can take a fat dab and then take my medicine. I need to eat. I got a Pop Tart. Maybe I'll wake up, eat a Pop Tart, take the medicine, do a dab in that order. Fucking medicine. Oh, maybe I could download a little app on my smartwatch to remind me to take my meds. I fully submerged my smartwatch earlier today in some water on accident, and now the fucking little spinny thing's kind of, I don't know. It feels like it's wearing out. It's got something wrong with it, but it still works. Maybe there's just like some gunk in there. The water dried and needs to, I don't know. Oh. Hammer stood up and just touched my foot with his hair. I thought there was a spider on me. Not cool. Internet went out. Oh no. Mine's been doing that lately too. I don't feel good. Those yawns make me feel good though. Clean some of this debris that I'm seeing in this fucking nectar collector thing out, and then we'll just dive in for some of this reclaim that's along the sides of this tray. Getting all the debris out though. So to worry about. Maybe a little chunk of ash. A little fucking black piece of char from the ashtray over here. Probably. That's some shit. My legs still hurt. I feel like I ran 20 miles today, and it's from the cortisone shot. Like both of my legs, my fucking thighs and my shins hurt. My biceps hurt, and my fucking forearms hurt as well. Like the muscle themselves feels strained. The muscles feel like I've been fucking working out. And I'm fucking sore from working out. That's what it feels like. That makes me wonder if these are the same steroids that people get buff using. They just use them for like a long term while they're working out and shit or something. It does make me wonder. And I also feel a little high, like in the head, like a fucking head high, like I'm lightheaded almost. Like I smoked I smoked too many cigarettes too fast or something. It's kind of how I feel, like that lightheaded feeling. Whole body felt weird. Yeah, same. I don't like it. Hey, this dude changes his name to Mushroom Gaming. That's pretty cool. I like it. Let's go look at his profile and see what his name used to be. Oh shit, he's from Michigan? Hyperion, Dr. Citrus, Professor Twinkenstein. Dr. Citrus, Hyperion. His profile says, I grow mushrooms, and he's from Michigan. Nice. Much love, brother. This dude commented, bruh, send me shrooms. I'm in Michigan. Don't tell the FBI. I never noticed he changed his name. It must have been back in August of last year. I just noticed. Hey, Bonnie and Clyde. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. We're listening to some royalty-free music, so nobody can get me for copyright infringement. That's why the music's sketch as fuck. I found a couple hits in there. I bet I could clean up one of my Lucas too. But yeah, basically I woke up this morning. It was like 8 a.m. My genitals, my groin area, my thighs, where the affected area was, where I thought I had jock itch, it had developed into a bunch of tiny blisters. Like these little fucking tiny ass blisters. And then I also had those, I noticed the night before on my ankle, these little tiny blisters. And so I thought I had jock itch on my balls, and then I thought I had poison ivy or something similar on my ankles. But this morning when I woke up, the wounds on my thighs have developed into blisters. And I noticed that my whole ring finger is covered in tiny blisters. And then a little bit in between my fingers too. Not really all my fingers though, just like my ring fingers for some reason. And in between my ring fingers, got it. But my whole ring finger on my right hand is like covered. And that's when I noticed, like this morning when I seen the little bumps on my ring finger forming, I was like, oh, that's definitely poison ivy. Because I've had poison ivy plenty of times in my life. And the weird part is the wounds on my inner thighs did not develop into blisters at first. It actually looked exactly like jock itch. It was just like a red inflamed area, and it was like miscolored when you got to my gooch, we'll call it. And that's what jock itch looks like. When you have a fungal infection, it kind of gets like miscolored in the center of the affected area, and then towards the outside, it'll be like a red inflamed ring. It basically looks like a bigger version of ringworm. Um, and that's kind of what it looked like at first, which is why I thought I had jock itch at first. But again, I woke up this morning, seen all the bumps on my fingers. The bumps had developed on my inner thighs, and I still had bumps on my ankles. And I was like, well, I need to go somewhere because I'm not gonna get relief for the next fucking week or two unless I go somewhere and get medical attention. So I decided to go to the clinic, and my intentions were not just to go get seen. I wanted to know what it was gonna cost first because I don't have insurance. So they informed me that it was gonna be $90, and I thought about it for a few minutes and realized that it was probably worth it. I don't know. I still don't think it was necessarily worth it. I think I might have wasted some money because I'm still going to be dealing with this for a week. It's not like it's a fucking fix all, and my immune system probably would have just handled it on its own anyway. If I'd have just gave it time. So I do definitely feel like I just wasted some money. And I paid, I had to pay fucking $16 or whatever to get the prescription filled at Walmart as well. So it's closer to 120 after tax and everything. And you know, I'm still gonna be dealing with this shit till it goes away. And I almost passed out. And now I'm gonna feel like shit on top of being itchy. Because the meds make me feel like shit. So I paid a bunch of money to feel like shit and still be itchy anyways. And almost pass out. So yeah, in a lot of ways, I feel like I wasted my fucking money going to the clinic today. But there's another factor too, where this morning when I woke up, the inflamed area on my inner thighs was all red. The entire area was red. After I got the shot today and started taking these pills, now, especially around the edges, I can actually see some skin tone in between the areas that actually have a blister and the areas that don't. Like some of my skin tone is coming back, which means it's not as inflamed as it was. My immune system is already being suppressed, in other words. So, let's sleep on it. We'll wake up tomorrow. If I'm like super itchy in the morning, then I will feel like I wasted a bunch of money. If I wake up tomorrow and I'm feeling better, then I'll feel good about my investment. So, still too still too soon to tell. But fuck not having insurance, bro. Shit sucks. Especially because I knew what was wrong with me. I didn't even need anybody to check me out. I went in there and told them what was wrong with me. They didn't even look at me. They didn't even fucking look at me, dude. No lie. I told them what was wrong and they fucking cured it. They cured it. But yeah, I expected them to at least take a look at it and make a just interpretation instead of just believing everything I said. I mean, it was cool because I was given respect, and that felt good because they believed me. They respected my perception. That's why I hate going to doctors, because they never want to fucking listen to you. They never want to acknowledge your perspective. I mean, they'll ask you a bunch of questions, sure, but when you're like concerned about something and they're just like, whatever, fuck off. I'm the doctor. They're like, quit worrying about it. I'm like, fuck you, dude. This is my life. You're not my fucking parent. You don't care if I live or die. Quit lying. You're in it for the money. Tournament starts in 8 minutes. I don't feel like it. Do I? I don't know. Not really. I'm a little fucked up for a tournament, I think. So let's just play some hoops. I don't know why I keep playing Rocket League anyways. I need to find a fucking funner game. Tonight it's because I'm fucked up and this is an easy game I don't have to be fucking good at. Yeah, for them life goes on, exactly. And they don't even treat themselves, they go to someone else. How can you trust a doctor that don't treat himself? I treat myself and I'm not even a doctor. Oh. Nice one. Almost saved it. What the fuck? The mouse trying to fuck around over here? Yo, this music fucking sucks though. What the fuck's that? Oh, there's one of my little glass ball I was looking for. I don't know what fell though. Ugh, my stream is dying for some reason. My internet dying. What is even going on right now? Yep. Internet's being lame. Probably a troll. Hey Michelle. Probably getting someone trying to ping the network or some shit. The other night when I got my Twitch suspended, the troll was fucking around with my network, trying. Pretty sure he got my IP through Discord. Fucking Discord. Discord. There's a popular gamer named Ocelia. That's pretty cool. Why is my network crashing? Bullshit. Oh, oh. Sorry for the interruptions, y'all. Hi, Sarah. Whoops. Fuck. More sound. Ah! Fuckers. Fuck, I didn't get high enough. Hey, I finally made one. Look at me go. How are you guys doing tonight, by the way? Thanks for dropping in the stream. Even though I'm lagging like a motherfucker right now, I'll try to fix it in a few. That was close. Alright, let's close some of the things using our bandwidth up. I think it's the actual internet connection though. Let's see. YouTube is not receiving enough video. Why though? What is trying to download or something? What is going on? Okay, we got some other shit going on. If we block it, what happens? Didn't notice us losing access to anything. So we're using a 1 megabyte per second for others, but there's nothing actually. What was using it? Let's go find out. Network. Receive. Stream Deck. And yes, expected. Chrome expected. A stopwatch? What? Oh, and it won't end. Interesting. Okay, well, what about if we do this? Oh, weird. Oh, I know what it is. It's probably the reason why that fucking Stream Deck app keeps popping up. Ever since I installed that stopwatch, it's probably just running that fucking stopwatch. Yep, bat ready. Stopwatch. I mean, it's not really harming anything. It won't let me fucking close it. It's not using a lot of data, but it's using enough to where it's like, fuck you guys. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my internet all of a sudden. Sorry, guys. It was all fine until you showed up, Sarah. Yeah, I'm thinking it's an issue with my network, my actual internet service provider. Download speed 400 megs per second. That's expected. Upload is only 1 megabyte per second. So yeah, it's being limited by my service provider right now, y'all. Or at least my network's being bogged down either way. Your internet hasn't been working either? Dang. Not receiving enough video to maintain, and we're still going red. Hey, chat came back. That's cool. Well, I guess I'm gonna hit up Discord because there's no sense me streaming YouTube if it's just gonna be buffering the whole time. So I need to wait for my internet to come back before because YouTube saves my recordings, my live streams as videos once they're done. And I kind of like that. It's different, new. It's allowing me to have content out there that people can discover, which is cool. And yeah, at times like this when it's kind of being a little janky because my internet's being janky, I probably should just cut it and run a live stream on a platform that doesn't record like Discord. So yeah, I'm gonna end on that note because my stream is only it's literally dropping to 0 bit rate at time. Right now we're at 1400, but it just dropped to 0. We're back to 3000. Then it'll drop right back down to 0. So yeah. It's not that bad on your end, it's bad on my end. But I'll still be on Discord if you guys want to swing through. See. Error, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. And then if you look over here, next to that green light, it shows you my bit rate that I'm uploading at. So it's stable right now, but in a moment it's gonna sink. Here, 700, back up to 15, back up to 3,000, which is where we need to be. But yeah, it's just not very stable right now. So to prevent the hindered quality of my long-term videos, I'm just gonna end it now, switch over. I'll come back to YouTube once my net comes back, probably in the morning, maybe, because I'm getting kind of tired too. So we'll just be streaming. But hey, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being your beautiful selves.